untold. By your life televised, we're breaking every bone. Adrenaline surges, brace on the fall. Hitting it with HardWire. Hear the engine scream. Living fast and reckless, this is our metal dream. Riding hard, never slowing me. In the spotlight we shine. A biker's brutal journey. This life is ours divine. With HardWire, the crowd screams our name. Chasing down the shadows, we're addicted to the fame. Chains rattling loud, the brotherhood's alive. Every episode dark, we're here to survive. From dusk till dawn, we're the kingdoms is thrill. Hitting it with HardWire. Hear the engine scream. Living fast and reckless, this is our metal dream. Riding hard, never slowing me. In the spotlight we shine. A biker's brutal journey. This life is ours divine. On the edge of chaos, we embrace the feel. Hitting it with HardWire. We'll always be here.
Hey, welcome to Hittin It with HardWire, where we're hitting it with HardWire. Happy Monday, everybody. Mondays suck. But we're going to end it happy. We're going to be happy, right? How's everybody doing? What's up, Evil Rick and Steve and Gary? And holy shit, I mean Skunk. What's happening? How's everybody doing? Yep, it's a Monday, you know. Always Monday. This weekend I had went on a ride on Sunday, so I could not join everybody. I was out riding on a beautiful Sunday. And it was a pretty relaxing weekend. Not a lot going on. How in hell is everybody? Yeah, that's it's a good way to end the day. I'm surprised my old lady ain't trying to feed me shots. I went on what is it, Carney Coffee with Friends on Saturday morning for a little bit, and it was like 9 o'clock in the morning. We're supposed to be drinking coffee, and my old lady's down here feeding me shots. She's like, it's all right, man. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. She is the alcohol demon. This little camera. Oh man, I got it screwed on there tight. Yeah, she poured some in my coffee too. It was Fireball and dark roast coffee. Now my camera's gonna wander. AI anyway. It's an AI camera. And it's supposed to know how to frame me. It's supposed to follow me around. Stay centered on me. What's up, Gunpowder Nitro? I seen this morning old Donald Trump federalized Washington, D.C. Guess you got to do what you got to do. You know, whenever they got a Democrat mayor that won't do anything and just let the town go to shit. It is our, you know, the hub, the capital of the country or whatever. You know, it's supposed to be nice. You know, whenever I was a kid, I went there. You know, it's supposed to be someplace kids can go. Hello. Are we back? I don't know what happened. My whole computer just kind of froze. I know I'm ugly, but holy shit. I didn't think I was that ugly. The whole computer just went, fuck this shit. I'm done. We ain't having none of this. Shit. Oh yeah. Did I lose everybody? Did everybody run away? Yeah, my whole computer just reset and restarted. It's a Monday. My computer's got a bit of the Mondays. Got a little case of the Mondays, I guess. Uh, what was I saying? I forget. I was saying something. Uh, so how the hell is everybody anyway? I was saying something about uh, what was I saying? Donald Trump federalized the national or federalized Washington D.C. Got to do what you got to do to clean the shithole up. You know, like I say, when you got a bunch of Democrat mayors that won't do anything, just keep letting the place get worse and worse and worse and worse. And then, like I say, when I was a kid, I went to Washington D.C. and got to check out the Capitol and all that. You want kids to be able to go there for crying out loud. You know, it's a place where there's monuments and people go there, tourists go there to see things. And if it ain't safe, you know, you can't, people don't want to go there. And old Donald Trump's going to meet Putin in Alaska on Friday. That'll be interesting. Alaska, where there's pretty much nobody at, which is weird. I guess security will be a little bit easier. You're surrounded by ice and snow everywhere. Well, it's summer in Alaska, so I think it's kind of nice up there, isn't it? Somebody told me it was. They said Alaska's usually pretty decent this time of year. Oh, I see people saying hi, Mike. So is Mike in here? Yeah, what's up, Mike? Yeah, sorry. My condolences to Mike. he had a he shed some weight recently, and I'm sure everybody noticed, but nobody's saying anything. There's an absence of somebody. It's a shame, but shit happens. You know, it happens. Skeeters, there's a lot of skeeters. You wouldn't think there'd be any skeeters in Alaska. They they don't have a they would freeze in the winter. That's why when we get really bad skeeters, it's usually because we had a warm winter and it didn't kill them off. Shit. I sent that to Carney so Carney could put that on his board too. So you'll be on Carney's show too. Yeah. Well, you know, when a city gets so bad and there's so much crime, and you got to, you know, bring in the National Guard to try to straighten shit out, that's pretty bad. But he's trying to like make a point, and he's trying to like clean things up. I get it, doing what you got to do because these fucking Democratic mayors, man, that are having sanctuary cities and all that shit. That's I was saying earlier. I think it was on Hollywood show that I think that ought to be a. They ought to round up all those Democratic mayors that are making these cities sanctuary cities and charge them all. Charge them all with aiding and abetting, fuckers. Because I don't understand how they get away with it because they're actually breaking like federal law. I don't understand why the government lets them get away with it. Yeah, something. Long live the Alamo. I was sent an invite earlier to go to Texas. I might have to try eventually try to get down there. Unfortunately, the weekend I was invited to come, I have a concert to go to. Already bought the tickets. And most people, I can't believe most people don't know who Mark Chestnut is. You don't remember Mark Chestnut? Come on, I ain't that old. Mark Chestnut was a good country singer, and he's going to be down here at the Performing Arts Center right down the road from my house. So I got tickets front row. Just because I was one of the first ones to jump on getting tickets, I got the front row, and it'll probably be too close. Smell Mark Chestnut. Smell the Ben Gay on him. Muscle sure I'm old. Speaking of which, I had icy hot on me when I went for that ride on Sunday on my back, and I forgot about it. And then I started sweating like a motherfucker. And I tell you what, that shit burns the second time around. It's like rejuvenated it. The sweat just made it. Sweat kicked it in. So what the hell? Where's Straight Jacket been hiding at? I ain't seen that motherfucker in forever. Somebody tell him to get his ass on. What the hell else was I saying? Trump's going to be in Alaska to meet with Putin. I wonder if that's got anything to do with. It wasn't very long ago. Putin was just saying that he thinks that the contract that sold America wasn't it the contract that where we got America or Alaska from Russia was not legally binding or something, and he thinks Alaska still belongs to him. So I'm wondering where that's going to go. If that has something to do with it, if he's going to try to talk Trump into something or what? Because he's about a shady fucker. I can't drop the mic because it's in a holder, a mic holder thingy. That's the technical word for it. The mic holder thingy. Yeah, if anybody came here expecting like this is hitting it with hardwire 1%er, and you was expecting a bunch of motorcycle-y stuff, if you ask me something, I'll usually tell you. I don't really do biker protocol. That's BD's thing, but if you want to know something, I'll be more than happy to tell you. I usually tell people a little bit about really generically the rides I go on sometimes and the fun I have, but it's mostly boring. No. Well, sometimes. Anybody that knows these biker get-togethers, they're typically just like a bunch of bikers standing around bullshitting, just like I don't know, kind of like a family reunion where everybody just stands around and goes, "Hey, where's how you been? What you been up to since last week when I saw you?" Because we see each other so damn much, man, especially this year. But the thing is, that's the thing. I know all the local guys, all the guys from my state, but I don't. There are so many of us. I don't know all of us, and I don't think I ever could. But thanks to my YouTube channel, I've got to meet a lot of really cool people from that hit me up from all over the place. But I don't bring politics into this, So no matter if anybody's in any other club, it's got nothing to do with my YouTube. We don't. I don't bring that kind of shit to YouTube, and I just don't. It's not worth it to try to even. I don't really like all the dumb politics involved. It's above my pay grade, but there's more than you'll ever want to deal with or know about.
Shit.
Let me turn that up a little bit. I'm gonna turn that up. Which one is it? This one.
Shit.
There. Now I can hear it a little better. What's up, Jason? I'm gonna let everybody in on a little secret. Not everybody knows. Those of you on my Facebook knows my real name is Jason. Jason. So it's nice to meet you, Jason. Jason. I never liked the name Jason. You know why? Because every Jason I ever knew was a dick. So I always had a nickname. Jason, are you a dick? No, I grew up around a bunch of other people with the same name. It was popular around the year I was born in '76, and there was a lot of Jasons, and I didn't like any of them. I have since met a few that are decent people, but most of them that I know I still know aren't really are kind of dickheads. But oh, Chicago, the Bears. I used to like the Fridge. That's how old I am. I whenever I was little, I used to like the Fridge. He was a hero for a lot of fat kids like me. I was a little fat kid. Yeah, I used to get fucked with about that too. Because that's when all the fucking Friday the 13th, or yeah, no, yeah, Friday the 13th movies come out. Freddy versus Jason pissed me off a little bit because Freddy would have kicked Jason's ass. He had a lot of good songs back in the day. I always wondered for the longest time what the fuck ever happened to him because he kind of disappeared for years. But he had Going Through the Big D and Don't Mean Dallas and Bubba Shot the Jukebox. I really like Bubba Shot the Jukebox. And oh hell, he sang "I Don't Want to Miss a Thing" that year, same year Aerosmith. It was a popular thing there for a while. Like a country singer would come out with a song, and it's like they didn't know it was going to be released by some boy band or somebody else. And now I got the doggies coming in to visit me. Come here. I can't get you. I don't think I can get you on the camera. He wanted to be on the show, my special guest. That's Bully, my special guest. I think he wants to be interviewed. You got something to say, Bully? He just looks like. Yeah, I hear an echo now because my old lady's got it on her phone. Come over here and say hi, Peaches. Bring the camera over this way. Yes, this is the family. The family, Bully and Peaches. This is our big kid. And he's a big baby. Carrie says this is the best guest we've had so far. Definitely one of the gabbiest, I'm telling you. He's my buddy. He wasn't, I remember when I first met him, he wasn't too sure about me. But he's become my friend, my buddy. Pretty puppy. Uh, if anybody wants to donate to HardWire's channel, donate to that. That's well, that goes to a good cause. So if you want to donate to that. Hey, what's happening, Mr. Ball? Thank you for having me down for 4th of July. I look forward to next year. That was a good time. I'm going to try to buy some fireworks between now and then. Next year, we have an even bigger show. I'm thinking about making one of them mortar tubes that fire off to each side. I got to be careful, though. I don't know what the laws are in Alabama. They just recently, within the last year or so, year or 2 years or so, just completely legalized fireworks in Ohio. So I don't know what the laws are down there. Yeah, it was a good time down there. Unfortunately, I had the broken toe and then the camper incident where my toilet didn't want to work. But I got it fixed finally. I mean, I tried to fix it without using the cheap plastic crap that they put in there, but I ended up having to revert back to the cheap plastic crap that they put in there because my good fix wasn't so good, because they don't seem to make the right kind of shut off. They have a uh, a vacuum breaker in line, but a regular vacuum breaker spits a little bit of water whenever it pops open. So if I was flushing the toilet a lot, it started like popping water out onto the floor, which is water is your enemy in a camper. So no matter what I did, I couldn't figure out a way to fix it other than the original plastic weird. It's a vacuum breaker, but it's in a kind of a sealed deal for the toilet, and it was $12. So I went back to the original method, and I bought 2 of them. That way, next time if that fucker ever goes bad again, I don't get stuck in that position without having a working toilet. And Mike says, "You know, you can come in here. You ain't gotta you ain't gotta worry about that." I'm like, "But if I wake up at 2 o'clock and I'm an old man, I might wake up in the middle of the night and have to pee or something. And I'm not going to go beating on the door in the middle of the night and wake you up to go to the bathroom." So yeah, I'm still. I haven't heard back from that. I got a phone call from a place down there about work because my old lady still wants to move down there, and I couldn't. They didn't call me back. When they say I don't live down there, they're real big about. They don't want to. They don't. They're like, you think about moving down here? Well, nah, I don't know. We don't want to deal with that. So, without actually living down there, it's hard. It's hard to figure out a way to do it. I told the old lady if we got a job, maybe I could talk to Mike's dad and work something out where we could live in the camper and rent a little lot there for, I don't know, couple months or something, till I found a place to live down there. I don't know. We'll see. I ain't dead yet. I got a few years left in me. It might still happen someday. Then I got to figure out what to do with my daughter because she won't want to go. I already know that. I don't know. Hollywood's been doing a lot more shows lately, and I've been getting down there. I got to give him a call sometime. He gave me his phone number and chit chat. It's always nice to chit chat when you're not on the. I got my. It's in the back, always in the background. This more of a decorative piece. It's always nice to chit chat with somebody like one on one. Somebody you know is not going to get on the internet and start telling everybody what you're trying. It's not that hard to figure out, but I can't go and tell everybody, hey, I'm from such and such club, blah blah blah. I just can't because we have rules against that. But yeah, I got my redneck side motorcycle whip. I had somebody comment that I should give the kid back the glasses or something on one of my videos. I'm like, what? Somebody doesn't. I got these redneck side motorcycle whips too. Bought 2 pairs. He had 2 pairs of them, and I was like, I'll take both of them, and they're nice because they fit snug against your face. And if you're a biker, you know that's what you want. You want them to fit right in them sockets, right in there. They might be a little small on your face, but they fit right in there, and they actually work really well. These actually work really well riding. They're nice and snug. The wind doesn't get in too bad. What's up, Dow? Yeah, Jason, that's from this is my redneck side motorcycle whips. He's only about 45 minutes away from me, and right now he's like trying to clear out what he had. Shut up, you little prick! Trying to clear out what he had left, and this was on his stuff. What he had left in his store, which is I told him to clearance it all out on his website, but he didn't want to like go through the hassle of putting it all on there, which I understand. So if you want anything, let me know and I'll get it and send it to you. I think he has a discount code for me too. I don't know. He uses it to see who's directing traffic to him, I guess, or something. Because Mike has one. Everybody he has had
Shit.
I don't know. My computer just decided to reset for no reason whatsoever. I'm probably going to have to reload Windows in this piece of shit computer of mine. It's actually supposed to be a good computer, but doesn't seem to be. I think I keep getting some kind of my camera's overloading the something. I don't know. I'm on here at 1080p, 60 frames a second or something, and my computer don't like it. I might just have to reload everything onto the computer because every once in a while you got to do that. I was trying to read about what might be causing the computer issue, and it says sometimes you can get conflicting things on your computer. And I actually don't have any pirated software. I bought all the software for my computer this time around because I'm trying to make up for all the years that I illegally downloaded stuff, I guess. And or just not give the government any more reason to hate me than they already have, I guess. But I bought an audio editing program, and it come with a bunch of audio filters and different programs that you could install that work with the other program. And I think that's what's conflicting, and it's got my computer all fucked up. But it's not a virus. It's not, because I did everything the right way this time. I didn't put anything that could have been messed up in there. And I switched everything back to the original way it was on my computer, with the exception of I have a 1X card and for Ethernet card for my, or not Ether, it's a modem card because my computer only had 1 gig modem in it. So I used, well, maybe that's conflicting. I have 2 different modems. I have this original modem and an Ethernet card. Maybe that's what's conflicting. I don't know. I'm not a computer expert. It should just have one on or the other one on. It shouldn't be both on. But I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe I need to turn one off. These computers are finicky creatures. I love technology, but sometimes it's a pain in the ass. And like I was saying, Mike, I give Carney your
Shit.
and he's gonna put it on his soundboard too. So now you're gonna be on the Carney show too, because Carney gets a kick out of it when I do that too. It makes everybody happy, Mike.
Shit.
Who thought some shit would bring such joy to the world? It makes everybody happy. Even Carney laughs every time I hit that button. My other favorite one is the.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
I like that one, and the flare. Woo! The only man that owns a noise, man. Anytime you woo, where that come from, and that'll be one thing he'll forever be known for. Anytime anybody ever does that, it'll always remind you of Ric Flair. And like I say, it took me a long time before I learned to like Ric Flair because I hated him. But you have to respect that he played a heel better than anybody has ever played a heel, and that was what he wanted people to do. Is either loved him or hated him, and he was good at the character he made. Man, he was just really good at it. I should be back. Am I talking to myself? I can't be talking to myself. Oh, Steve heard my button. We ain't found shit.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
I thought I had that one on there too. I was going to put that one on my board, but I must not.
This is a test of the emergency
this one,
broadcast system. Had there been an actual emergency, your local station, in conjunction with the relevant federal authorities, would have broadcast the following pre-recorded announcement.
Good old Sammy Kennison. Ow! Ow! Oh, does anybody else ever you ever listen to his leader of the band? I don't want to give away it, but if you ever seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about when I say, "Look at the cheese! Look at the cheese! Ow! Ow!" That's great. And if you ain't never listened to that one, go listen to it. You have to listen to leader of the band. I think is the one that I used to listen to all the time. He's talking about Dr. Ruth. If anybody remembers Dr. Ruth, that crazy old woman. You hear they're going to remake that show? I heard they was going to do it like a sequel or remake Spaceballs, and I'm like, man, don't fucking ruin it. Not to piss me off so bad. I already know, they'll ruin it because you can't get away with the same kind of jokes that used to make all that so funny. I watched the other day out of curiosity, they've remade Naked Gun. And while it is kind of funny, it is nothing like the old school, because you just can't. You can't get away with that anymore, unfortunately. You can't get away with any good humor nowadays. They try to cancel you for everything. And what button's this one? This was Austin Powers, I think.
Do I make you horny, baby?
Do I make you horny, baby? What was this one? This one's
Nerd alert!
Nerd Alert.
Motherfuck, noise. 1, 2, 3, 4, noise, smoking weed,
Hey, little man, put that shit in my hand. From Jay and Silent Bob. That was another one that was hilarious back in the day. Well, that was a little bit later. I think that was early 2000s. Then I got
Wow, man!
my Cheech and Chong. My old lady said the other day, she goes, she always tells me, I don't know why she tells me, but she goes, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And I said, oh, like Cheech would say, don't go scuba diving. That's when I feel old, whenever people, I always make references to dumb old movies that I liked. And now, you're getting old when almost nobody gets your references anymore. Like, I have to squeeze in an Austin Powers joke here and there and stuff like that. And people they don't get it anymore. The young kids just don't know good comedy anymore. That's a shame, because comedy is one of them things, man. It's good for the soul, man. It really is. A good laugh is really good for the soul, and poor kids just don't understand it anymore. My son used to bring up these one weird guys, because I raised my kids listening to Weird Al and stuff like that, because that's what I used to like, and I wanted them to understand and appreciate good music, and they listened to most of the stuff I did, heavy metal and then Weird Al and goofy shit. And he used to bring up these YouTubers that were making parody songs, and they were all terrible. Just terrible. There's only one Weird Al. He's the only one that ever managed to pull off a parody really well. And there was a country guy, Cletus T. Judd, he made some country ones that were actually pretty funny, that were pretty good. But he made a lot of crappy ones too, but he made some that were really good. I seen him one year open for Toby Keith. Not quite as funny live. I seen Bill Engvall. Rodney Carrington was fucking hilarious live, but he's getting old and he's not as funny as he used to be. Well, for a Monday stream, we're other than freezing up a few times because it's Monday. Something's got to go wrong. It's Monday. But yeah, I'm gonna get off here, and hopefully I'll see you Sunday this week, actually on the proper day. And my old lady don't even know about it yet, but I'm trying to make plans for Labor Day weekend to go camping. So maybe I'll, since Labor Day is on Monday and I'll be off Monday, I'll do the show that weekend from the camper. I think that'll be fun and interesting. But it'll be from my phone, which I'm not sure about. But people do it all the time from their phones. So maybe.
Yeah.
But I'll be missing my shit button. That'll make me sad. But yeah, well, until this next show, I love all of you. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And God bless you. And if you're a rider, ride hard, ride fast, and all that. Be safe. Keep the rubber side down, shiny side up. All that stuff that they tell you. Always watch out for everybody else because they're the dangerous ones. That's the biggest thing about riding a motorcycle. Always, always, always. Never, ever, ever. If you come up to someplace where there's a stop sign, don't expect cars to stop. You could roll through there like you think they're going to run through that stop sign, and go through. Be careful going through any intersections. Always watch out for other motherfuckers because that's what'll get you hurt. At any rate, yeah, hit the like button, like Steve says, and I'll see you next week. God bless. Love you. See you next week. Or later this week.
Hittin' it with HardWire, we're burning it bright. Living on the edge, we'll ride through the night. No fear in our hearts, just the roar of the steel. Together we rise, now this life feels real. Yeah, found a new path on that twisted black line. A YouTube dream where his past can't confine. With every rev, he's reclaiming his soul, teaching the world how to ride, how to roll. Rising up high when the shadows surround. HardWire.